Hello, welcome to Echo Catcher Tarot. This is the extra reading for Scorpio for September 2019. I did a bunch of videos and I'm taking the top 4 that got viewed the most, and I'm giving extended readings to those signs. So I'm also going to use a new deck too, or it's not new to me, but it's new to this channel, the wisdom of the Tao. So I'm going to, usually I do love readings, I'm going to do this more of a personal reading. I had to make sure my mic was on. So this is for Scorpio. So I've shuffled all the decks because I just shuffle them like crazy for a long time before I ever turn the camera on. But I can show you, I'm shuffling them again. And I'm not sure how these will show up because they're very light cards, most of them, but we'll see how it turns out. So Libra had more than you. You're my second most viewed, actually. Libra had the most, and then Scorpio was the second. So this is, we'll get this ready. So these are kind of different cards. We'll see how it goes. So the first card we have, look at it, it has birds on it. 1, 2, 3 birds. And bamboo, a little bit of ivy it looks like. Beautiful. This says learning, and it's number 18, which if you add the numbers would equal 9. Dispense with your learning and save yourselves anxiety. The difference between certain and perhaps is not much after all. Can learning help one distinguish between good and evil? Alas, but the learned, he will never be free from their folly. They are filled with ambition as the bull is filled with lust. So learning, dispense with your learning and save yourselves anxiety. Number 9. So, I don't know, let me look in the book and see what it says here. Most of them have been pretty direct. This one is not. Let's see what it says. I thought they kind of said the same thing. Okay, in our minds we associate learning with understanding. However, unless our understanding comes to us through experience, we have not learned much at all. So that means you have to learn by experience, Scorpio. That is hard, and I know it doesn't feel good, but that's what it says. Okay, you just have to watch. Go out and say, oh, I don't know how to say it, so I'm not even going to say it. And feel what it means to be alive. Allow yourself to be swept up in the great event that is unfolding all around you. Absorb yourself in the wonder and excitement of being part of the creative energy of Tao. So that's cool. Okay, so that's a good card I'm getting. So the next card we have for you, this looks like a bunch of bamboo. I hope you can see that. It says going home, and it's number 16, which equals 7, and 7 is an awesome number. Having emptied yourself everything, remain where you are. After blossoming for a while, everything dies and rots. Going back to one's origin is going home. It is giving oneself over to that which is. Giving oneself over to that which is natural. That which is natural is divine, and that which is divine unfathomable. Being unfathomable, one is of Tao. Being of Tao is one endures forever. Though the body perishes, one suffers not. Oh, that's kind of sad. I want to read this one on the book deal. 16. So, gosh, it's really direct according to the cards on its descriptiveness. So this says, empty yourself by standing still. Simply stop and be still. Nothing needs to happen. Let things settle down and be as they are. Give yourself over to the experience of being still and quiet. This is going home. This is the experience that lasts forever. Be still and quiet inside yourself. Going home is returning to your nature. As when you have wandered far away, you must turn around and begin your journey home. So now, right now, you can stop and be still. Return home, return to your source, Return to a place of inactivity. Having lived for a while, everything dies and dying returns home. So, giving yourself to the stillness of Tao is liberation. There is no other freedom. So silence is deeply refreshing. From stillness, Tao rises. So that tells me, for some reason, it sounds like you guys have been through a hard time maybe, and it's time to be still. And I've mentioned this before, I don't know if it was yours or not. When you don't know what to do, you do be still. And when you know what to do, it'll come to you. And so I've always said that to all my friends and everybody. When you don't know what to do, you do nothing. When you know what to do, you will know. It'll just come to you. So I'll pull a couple more of these, and then we'll go do the regular cards that I do. And I have an extra one at the end too. So this looks like a tree. What are those trees called that they, gosh, I can't think of it. It's right on my brain too. This is number 50, Evidence of Simplicity. So I'm going to read this in the book instead of the card. The card kind of seems like a riddle, a poem, if you will. And that was 50. And this seems more, kind of the same, but a little more explanatory than the poem on the card, which I've read. Beautiful words are not needed. Great arguments don't help. What is true is simple and clear, not hidden behind great walls, not couched in fancy phrases. Truth is evident in its simplicity. The wise know this, and they have nothing to hide. Their eyes are as open as the starry night, clear and easy to read. The words hide nothing, and their actions tell of their ease. There are no obstructions to truth. No one owns it. No one can use it. When truth speaks, it stands up like a tall tree. Wow, that's awesome. Truth is simple. The wise are simple. The evidence of this is happiness. A lot of people have hardly any money and have hardly anything, and they could be some of the happiest people in the world. And the people who are wealthy do not understand it. And there's no way they probably ever will. It's just sad. It really is. But that's the way it is. So I'm going to pull one more. This is beautiful. I haven't seen this one in a while. Blue, fog. Oh, just beautiful. Green. Oh, it says Tao's path. The path of Tao returns to Tao. By yielding it, moves emerging out of emptiness. Tao returns to emptiness. And this was 29, which is 11, which is a double number, and I totally love when they break down to double numbers. So let's see what it says. The path of Tao is a circular path. It has no beginning and it has no end. In its movement, it is yielding, always changing. Study the way of Tao and learn to yield as Tao yields. Feel the cycles, the eternity, the all-inclusiveness of things. Feel that there is nowhere to go and nothing to do. Study the path of Tao, observe its patterns. The return to Tao is to find your home. So it sounds like almost you guys need to meditate or something, or find some peace within yourself. You got some heavy stuff it seems like you've been through, and now is a rest time. And find your inner strength, Scorpio. You got it. Find it. And rest. Rest. Okay, I'm going to cut the cards. And we're going to use the Mystical Cat cards. And if I didn't say, please like and subscribe. Thank you for viewing my readings. So I'm going to lay the cards out and then pick them up for you, because I'm getting to where sometimes I like to see them laid out and see the the different directions and what they look like. I can make kind of good sense of them that way. So this is the World card, Scorpio. This is awesome. This is a change. This is your manifestations can come true. Whatever you want right now, Scorpio, is in your reach. Is what that card says. That's an overall reading of the cards. But let's see what comes up. Hopefully you got something out of the Wisdom of Tao cards. So the first card we have for you out of the Mystical Cats Tarot, Scorpio, is the Ace of Earth. This is awesome. So this is like one of the best cards in the deck. This is plentiful money, plentiful love. This is abundance of a lot of things. A lot of things. That's good. So I'm going to go across instead of down like I usually do. So across, we have the Five of Fire, Scorpio. This is somebody around you playing, and it also tells me that you're playing around with people and you take it too far, Scorpio, and somebody gets offended. And you got to be careful when you play around. You can't be too aggressive, or you say things that you don't think would offend people, but maybe you offended somebody. So I know you're, I don't want to say you're harsher than other people, but some of you are rough around the edges. Not all of you, but some of you are, and other people are like, oh my gosh, you know, they just watch that maybe around certain people you're around is what I'm picking up. So this is the Four of Earth, Scorpio. This is a couple things. This is somebody who is getting ready to move into a good job with a leadership position. They're going to be the boss of other people and managing them, and they're going to be good at it. The other part of this card that I get is a hoarder. A hoarder doesn't mean you have a messy house and you have a lot of stuff. It means you collect something, you do have stuff, and maybe it is your whole house, but you don't share with other people. You have all the stuff you can't use and you do not share with other people. Like I said, or it could mean you're moving to a higher position in your job. Okay, I'm going to lay it back up there and then I'm going to look at them when they're laid out. So the next card we have for you, Scorpio, is the Eight of Earth. So I like this card. This card is, again, like a work card that you are going to be teaching somebody a skill. That's awesome. You have skills somebody wants to learn them. Multiple people, not just one. Okay, this card, Scorpio, is the Five of Sea. This means you have done something to embarrass yourself and your pride is hurt. And so you feel hurt. It'll go away. It's no big deal. You're making a bigger deal out of it than what it is what that card says. Oh, but this card came up, and this says you're really hurting from it, and you need to retreat and make yourself strong. And you're going to do that. Purple means healing. That's good. So the next card we have for you is the Six of Sky. Wow, you are walking away from somebody arguing and fighting, and it looks like more than one person. Looks like 3 or 4 people. I don't know if this is work, I don't know if your home life, I don't know if you end up in a bad situation somewhere out in public where people are fighting and being aggressive, but you remove yourself from the situation and that is a good thing. Next card we have is a Nine of Fire. This to me is a couple things. This could mean you're meeting, it could be meeting at work, it could be AA, it could be NA. This is people meeting. It's usually ancestors, like a hierarchy role of people, so that also makes me think ancestral. You have some kind of skill that has been passed down to you by ancestors. And I know that sounds strange, but it's true. Okay, Scorpio, here we go with another card. I haven't had this in a while. This is cat magic. So this is somebody, which must be you, because this is just for you basically, that you are strong in your faith. Very strong, Scorpio. You are strong in whatever it is, spiritual, religion, something that grounds you, really holds strong with you, whatever that may be. That's pretty much a good reading, except for a little aggression and your pride being hurt and you being in a situation that you walk away from successfully. It looks good. I'll pull another card and see what comes up. And this is the Fire Tom. This could mean a couple things too. This could mean somebody is skilled and they're good at their skill and they're going to excel at it even more. Or it means somebody is walking a fine line. They're playing with fire, so to speak. So whatever applies to you, Scorpio, is what you get out of that card. And this is the Ace of Fire. And this is a pretty heavy card. This just pretty much means stop. I'm done with somebody's baloney is what you're saying, and you're putting a stop to it. Oh, this is Sky Tom. This also means that somebody is doing something, more than likely you, to hurt somebody's feelings. You're not paying attention to either your words or your actions. Usually your actions with this card. You hurt somebody's feelings, Scorpio. I don't know what you did. Oh my goodness. And this is a Ten of Sky, which you feel stuck, you feel cornered, you feel afraid, I'm getting. But you're going to be fine. I don't know what's going on, but you're going to be fine. You're totally able to fix yourself. It hurts. It totally hurts, Scorpio, but it's temporary, if that helps you feel better. And this is the floating cat. This means you're undecisive. There's something you don't know what to do about. You're undecisive about something. Oh, and this is the wheel. This is good. You had the world at the bottom of the deck, remember, and this is the wheel. This means something is changing, and it's a good thing, and it's time for it to change. And I don't know if I said it in this reading, but if you don't change when it's time for you to change, the universe will change it for you. And this looks like you're changing on your own. You're ready. It's time. You're doing it on your own. The universe does not have to change you, I'm guessing, to force you to move on to what's coming for you and leave behind what is behind you, if that makes sense. So, alright, I'm going to do an Oracle E-card for you. So that, I hope that makes sense to you. I usually go back and look at these again and totally pick up stuff that I'm shocked at. I could have probably explained more when I was sitting here, but I don't really think of it or notice it till I rewatch it. And by then I've already put it online. Because I don't want to critique myself too hard that I'm not talking correctly. So the Oracle card we have for you, Scorpio, is from scratch. Nice. Okay, from scratch. Oracle E. Congratulations, you've got an ingredient for every one of your dreams to come true. Everything is now within reach. What are you waiting for? It's not going to bake itself. Quit looking and start cooking. I think my battery's going to die. The Oracle Angel and Ancestors is Elder. Move beyond ancestral patterns. So that was what? Elder. So let me see. I hope I can find this. I think my battery's going to die. I'm sorry if it ends. Elder. Move beyond the limitations that have been set for you by family members, past and present. Know that the energy of your spirit is more powerful than genetics and behavioral patterns. The Elder is the ancestor who comes with a message of healing change. He is embodied soul, yet he had journeyed to go beyond physical and represents a reclamation of power. So whatever things your family has passed down that you want to change, feel free to change. So I hope I have time before this shuts off. I have a new little thing I want to do, and I have a little fortune cookie, and I have love fortunes that I have in a little container, and so I'm going to start pulling them out on the extra readings and putting them in there and then open it and see what comes out. So I don't read it. I have a little container full of them, a little glass thing. So the one that comes out for you, Scorpio, of the little fortune cookie, love fortune cookie, is you will be lucky in love. Wow, that's awesome, Scorpio. That is very cool. So lucky in love, the little fortune cookie with a little love fortune. Awesome. So thank you, Scorpio. Like and subscribe. Thank you for coming your extra reading, for liking and subscribing, your most views. Echo Catcher. Thank you.